Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Today I want to talk to you about Toastmasters, which is one of the best kept secrets. A lot of people, when you talk to them, have never even heard of it, even though it's been around forever. The question I'm going to present to you today is, how can we work together towards increasing our membership? There are a variety of methods that can be used to attract potential members to our meetings. Today we're going to examine the pros and cons of some of these and work together to find ways to encourage people to attend our meetings and join our club. First question I have for you, does anybody know the difference between indirect versus direct marketing strategies? Oh, I thought you were raising your hand.
No. I mean, I could guess, but I don't know.
Indirect would be things like billboards and flyers where you're putting your product out there, but you're not in direct contact with people. A lot of people mistakenly believe that marketing and sales are the same thing. They're actually not. They're related, but they are two entirely separate entities. I'll give you an example. You're driving down the interstate and you see the golden arches, and you realize, I'm hungry. I wonder if they have McRib. So you drive off, go to McDonald's, and they don't have the McRib. Nothing else on the menu appeals to you. Are you going to buy anything? Probably not. The arches are marketing. They get your attention, they create brand recognition, and they let you know that it's out there. But they do not guarantee a sale. Sales requires creating a relationship with your prospects. And today that's what we're going to talk about. With a little bit of help from the manual, there is a 5-step sales formula that we're going to work through today and see if we can't figure out a way to use some of these techniques to help bolster our membership. Not only with recruiting new prospects and hopefully turning their guests into members, but also to work on retaining the members that we already have. The first step with this is to find out their needs. Now, why is this important? Anybody have any ideas?
If you don't know somebody's need, you can't meet it.
Exactly. When we all joined Toastmasters, we had an idea in our minds of why we were coming here. And when we joined, we had a specific reason for joining. If we're not meeting the needs of our guests and prospects, as well as our current members, they're not going to stick around. Toastmasters, you have to renew every 6 months. So retention is about reselling every 6 months so that we can keep our members here. Instead of having to continuously rebuild and scrape by trying to get new members, if we're not retaining them, we're not going to be a healthy club. And if we're not a healthy club, why are our guests going to want to join? The next step is to gain their trust. How do we gain somebody's trust? Ron, how do you gain somebody's trust?
Show sincere interest in the needs of your prospect. Follow up, constant contact.
Okay. So when you're selling something, whether it's a new car or Toastmasters, your child to do their chores, if you create a relationship with them, and then initially when you're building that trust, it's important that you do very little talking. You want to get to know the people. You want to find out what their needs are, what their wants are. Because when you're selling something to somebody, if you get them all excited and you do a hard push and they get all pumped and they go in and they join or they buy your product, and then they realize, this isn't what I thought it was, and they get let down, that's where buyer's remorse comes in. And in the case of the club, if we have buyer's remorse, why are they going to keep coming back? So it's important that we talk to them and we ask key questions. For example, with Tiffany, You've been coming here for a few times as a guest and you just joined today, correct?
Yes.
Why did you come to Toastmasters?
To improve my public speaking.
And do you feel that based off of your experience so far that we can help you with that?
Yes, I think with the proper feedback, I'll be able to make the necessary steps to be better.
So did we gain your trust?
Yeah, I fully trust you because you've shown the skills that I'm looking to improve upon.
If we hadn't done that, if we had just pressured you in here and said, look how great this club is, hey, look at me, I'm speaking, would you have been as interested in joining?
No, you wouldn't have anything that I wanted.
So that,
Simply speaking is not enough.
so the trust is what's going to get our people to come in here and stay in here. We need to build that. This is a supportive and learning environment. I'm very passionate about Toastmasters because it has had a humongous impact on my life. I actually have confidence, something I never honestly thought was going to occur. Next, we're going to show a solution through drama. Personally, I hate drama. Thankfully, this is just an acronym. So the idea with drama is you're going to first demonstrate. And the way that we can demonstrate our product is by encouraging our members to continuously sign up for speeches, sign up for evaluation roles, sign up for the different meeting roles. That way when we have a guest come in, or we have a new prospect, or we have new members that show up, they see a well-oiled machine and they see us doing what we say we're going to do. If you're out in the community and you're talking to a prospect and trying to encourage them to come as a guest, the way to demonstrate this is to talk about your own experiences with Toastmasters. With the newsletter, that is one of my goals. That's why I've asked people to write their perspective from a guest, their perspective from being a new member, to write about the benefits of membership, to write about the Speechcraft program so that people can get a better understanding and demonstrate how Toastmasters can work. Next step is recommendations. This is largely where the trust comes in. Because when you're building the trust and you're talking to these people and you're getting to know them more, you're finding out from them what their needs are. You're not just making assumptions, oh, they want to improve their public speaking. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe they're coming here because they're already fairly comfortable with public speaking, but they want to improve more. Or they want to learn how to evaluate. Or they learned, hey, guess what? This is also an opportunity to improve my leadership skills. Don't make assumptions just because Toastmasters is largely known as a speaking club. So what you are going to do is you're going to listen to what they have said. Example being with Tiffany. She wants to improve her public speaking. So we're going to recommend by explaining to her how she can benefit. So when you come in and you do your icebreaker speech, as Edward will be doing later today, someone will sit down and evaluate your speech. That evaluation is going to tell you the things that you did well so that you can build on those and improve them. It's also going to focus in a little bit on some of the things that you need to work on. Because everybody has something that they can work on. The key here is to show her how this is a benefit. It's also beneficial for our newer members, like Michael, who is saying he wants to do a second speech. We need him to understand that by doing his second speech, he'll be able to look at his icebreaker and then do a second speech and see how he's improved and continue to build and work on the things that he's doing well and polish the things that he needs to work on a little further. Which is one of the nice things about the way the Competent Communicator Manual is broken down, is that it takes you step by step and each of the projects builds on one another so that you gain more confidence and you gain more skills. Next is arithmetic. It's on your paper, I can't say it. And I'm going to attempt to spell it. This is where you start to discuss the advantages to the cost. Because when you are selling Toastmasters, there is a cost involved. No, we don't have to pay for parking anymore. No, we don't have individual club dues. But there is 6 months you have Toastmasters dues that you have to pay. If you look at similar programs where you're going to pay a lot more than what you're going to get with Toastmasters, it really is a good value. But if you're a college student, or you're underemployed, or you're self-employed, and you have a no-profit business, that $45 can seem like a lot. So it's important to understand you are making an investment into yourself. As I said, Toastmasters can help with your communication skills, but can also help with your leadership skills. If you're working in corporate America, or you're working in an office situation, or you're working with people anywhere, you can use the skills that you're learning in Toastmasters to improve your interpersonal communications, improve your interviewing skills, to show your boss that you have leadership potential and move up the ladder if that's what you want to do. It's an investment in yourself. Even if you're not looking to grow in your business, like I said, I'm self-employed. I'm at the top of the chain. I don't really have to worry about my boss. My boss is pretty cool. Lets me take on a lot of leadership roles when I want them. But it's investing in myself because it's given me the courage to get out there more. I'm more comfortable speaking in large groups than I ever was before, which is so beyond weird. And I still get nervous with the one-on-one communication. But Toastmasters has helped with that as well. So it's not just about public speaking, it's about communication skills overall. Next in our DRAMA acronym is measure. Focus on the benefits when you're talking to people. This is going to help them assuage any objections that they're going to have. When you focus on what the benefits are of whatever product you are and how those benefits fill their need. Because again, you're not focusing on the want, you're focusing on the need. People have needs that they want taken care of. Wants they can put in the corner. Those aren't as important. But when you have a need, you want that need filled. So the goal is for us to show people that they have a need, even if they're not necessarily aware of it. So by gaining their trust and their confidence and learning more about them, we can find out where their needs are. Sure. This is important. When you're trying to sell something to someone, a lot of times it can feel like you're pushing a product on them because it's going to benefit you. And let's face it, it is. When we get more members in our club, the stronger our club's going to be, the better we're going to be able to improve. But we also need to demonstrate how it's a win for them. They get to become a part of this club. They get to practice their public speaking skills, build on their leadership skills. It's a win-win situation. And when you show them the benefits and how they're investing in themselves, and you can draw from your own personal experiences to show this, you can create a win-win situation, which is really what everybody wants. Sorry. The next part of this is to anticipate a person's objections. What are some potential objections that you can think of when you're trying to sell somebody on Toastmasters?
just to see like how far you can actually go and public speaking.
So let's say you aren't a member yet, and we're trying to get you on board. What are some objections that you would have for joining Toastmasters? What are some things that would keep you from wanting to join?
Just not knowing the different people that were here or that I'm not used to
Okay.
publicly, and that I'm not used to working with, or just being nervous.
Which is one of the most common fears is public speaking. And for a lot of people going into a situation where they don't know anybody and you're asking me to get up in front of everybody and speak, are you crazy? Pretty sure I said that to you, Ron. Some other objections that might come up when we're trying to encourage people to either come and join our meetings or start participating more. Vanessa, is there VPM? What do you think? What are some possible objections that you can think of?
I would think at work, people would say, I don't have time. I've got too much work to do. I don't have time to take, the hour and a half it takes to come over here. And as far as participating would be, I don't have time to prepare anything. I can't even think of a subject. I don't even know what to give a speech on. So
Those are both very legitimate concerns. And one way that we can help assuage those and reassure people is, hey, if you don't have time to come to our meeting, there's Toastmasters meetings all around. Check one of them out. Maybe when your schedule fits better with this one, you can come back over here and check us out. I don't have time to prepare a speech, or I don't know how to choose a topic. Come in here as a new member, we'll assign you a mentor. Your mentor is there to assist you. Anyone in this club can be there to help you. And any subject can be a speech subject if it's something that you care about. So last, we have Make the Close, which is another acronym. And there are 5 options that you can use when you're trying to close someone: comparison, loss, opinion, story, or example. When you're comparing Toastmasters to other programs, which truthfully I don't know a lot about, one of the big things that I've been told is the cost of Toastmasters is significantly less than some of the higher priced workshops and things where you can go maybe for a weekend, you get in there, oh yay, but you don't have the support that you have here. Loss. Ask people what they're going to lose by not coming to Toastmasters. They're going to lose out on the opportunity to be a part of a group where you get good feedback. Ask them for their opinion. And from that opinion, you're going to gain more trust. And when you have their trust, you can go back and demonstrate how they can have their benefits. So they all build on top of each other. Story. Either give a personal story about how it's benefited you. Give a testament of how you've had a member that you mentored that they know to use as an example so that they can see the benefits. Provide examples. Give examples to people of how Toastmasters has benefited you, has benefited others, most importantly, how it can benefit the prospect. Thank you.